Greetings, Confraternity Gantles, and as you can see from the title of this video, I'll be talking about what I did during All Hallowtide, the All Hallowtide season, that's for 3 days, and the Scapular. So, what I did for All Hallowtide, as you remember from my Halloween is a Pagan video, I said that if you're going to go to like a party or something, a Halloween party, well, you know, there's really little tensions there. Why are you going there? You're going to go celebrate paganism or whatever there, or you're just going to go there like socialize or whatever, or if you're going to wear costumes, then what's your purpose of wearing them? What costumes are you wearing? You're going to dress as the saints or as firemen or whatever, right? Like, firemen is always the example everyone uses. I'm going to use mine as an example so you can see, I guess, how I feel devoted to celebrating it myself. I celebrated All Hallowtide on Saturday evening. I went to mass, the 6 p.m. vigil, and then when I got back home, I was up to 4 in the morning arguing with the Protestant who didn't know the concept of self-defense very well. Prayers for him that he doesn't know what it is exactly. Then the next day, after sleeping in quite a bit, I went to mass on All Saints Day, right? Because November 1st, All Saints Day. I came home and continued the writing of the book. I was working on a book I'm writing. Then I came back, and then today, All Souls Day, I went to mass again, and that was me completing the All Hallowtide season there. So for me, the way I celebrated is I went to mass every day. I listened to the homilies and the quotes and everything, try and get an understanding what try and become close to God, receive everything in communion. That's what I do. I mean, not all of you have to do the same thing, right? I mean, there's some of you who aren't Christians. You don't go to mass, or maybe you don't go all 3 days like me if you aren't Christian. But that's what I did. I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm not popular enough to be invited to a Halloween party, nor do I have a costume. Look, I wanted to go to mass with all my heart, so I went. I accepted what would happen if I did. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Okay, well, it's an obligatory mass, I think. So, but maybe you don't have to go all 3 days. The point is, the whole purpose about All Hallowtide is remembering the saints who are in heaven and the dead who are in purgatory, right? I mean, I took up the rosary, I already do a couple of rosaries a day. I took up another one, this one dedicated to praying for the souls in purgatory, that they pass through quicker. So yeah, that's the 3 days for me. And then today, this afternoon, I went to see my priest, because I've been thinking about it for a while, but decided to get it. So I'm now enrolled in the Confraternity of the Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Sorry, I probably got the name wrong. I'm not too good at these names. They're complicated, but here's my Brown Scapular. So there's a whole ceremony and everything, which I was just, okay, not like there's like a big whole full church celebrating. I was just sitting. It was a little small thing. I was in my priest's office, and we said prayers, and then he blessed me with holy water. He handed me a scapular. He handed me this little prayer card here, which was nice of him. Thank you for that, Father. And so now I've got the scapular. And I'll do a proper video about this another time, but for those of you who don't know, the scapular is a sign of a deeper devotion. For instance, this one, the Brown Scapular of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, it was the first of all the scapulars, because there are quite a few. Well, this isn't a ticket to heaven. Okay, the conditions for this is that if you wear it at the moment of death and you've been using it properly, then you won't go to hell. It doesn't mean that if you wear this, you're going to go to heaven. This is meant to be a sign of devotion, right? So if you wear this, you've agreed to do certain practices and prayers and stuff to devote yourself better. And this is a sign that you're going to become a better person. If you fulfill that, then that means that you'll become worthy of not going to hell, right? This is meant to encourage a deeper devotion. It's not just simply, I'm going to buy this and get it. I didn't buy this, I was given this. Thank you again, Father. But there are a whole bunch of things. I mean, there's the non-debatable ones that you have to follow are wearing this almost all the time. I mean, you can take this off for a brief period of time, for instance, like you go shower, and you also have to remain chaste according to your state in life. So, as a single person, I clearly can't do anything. If I was married, and the accompanying condition, I chose to agree with that. I spoke with my priest. He said that I need to abstain from. We agreed I need to abstain from meats on Wednesdays. I mean, I already abstained from meat on Friday, and I decided to abstain from meat as well on Wednesday. But with that and the prayers I'll be doing, hopefully I'll be change myself to be a better person, to become more worthy of going to heaven, and I've been encouraged others to be devoted to the Our Lady of Mount Carmel as well, and all the other scapulars that they are. I mean, there's like a 5-fold scapular, which is like this thick. It's a bit intimidating, but that's it. That's basically the last 3 days in a nutshell for me. In a nutshell video. The point is that so I celebrated Halloween by going to mass and prayers and everything. You know, that's how I celebrate it. There's nothing wrong with celebrating like that. You can celebrate it however you want, as long as you feel that God's okay with it. But again, you need to be willing to accept the consequences of that, whether they're good or bad. I'm now enrolled with the scapulars, so I'm glad for this. I mean, if this breaks, I don't need to become re-blessed or anything, because I've already been blessed as an individual. So as long as I have one of these, and if it breaks, then I get a new one, I don't need to get re-blessed or anything. But so here's to a deeper devotion, and better and stronger prayer life, and hopefully going to heaven one day. But that's it for me for now. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, please give a like, please share my videos, please consider taking any other videos to do. Please subscribe to my channel so you can see more content. Please ring the bell so you can keep up with my video releases. And I know I haven't done these outros very often, it's weird. Yeah, I seem to do them for the longer videos, not these normal Life University ones. But I'll do like a short video about the scapulars and give a history and the conditions for them and the different types of scapulars. There are quite a few, but that's for then. So see you next video, comrades. Until then.